newspaper? The LA Times leaked all the winners. How thoughtful of them.
Calling all classic Hollywood lovers, Bette Davis is back, and she's as bold as ever. Actress Jessica Sherr brings the iconic to life in her hit one-woman show, and it's hitting the South Florida stage with glam, grit, and a whole lot of attitude. Today, I welcome Jessica to South Florida Live.
Thank you, Kristen. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and Jessica, just give me the origin story. When did you realize that you had Bette Davis eyes and a whole show to match?
Absolutely. It was an iconic moment in my life. I was walking around New York City and people would stop me and they'd say, you know what? You look like a young Bette Davis. And I was like, do I? And then people would say, you have Bette Davis eyes. And sure enough, I looked at Bette and I said, you know what? We do have Bette Davis eyes.
And you played right into it, and it's perfect. And you have played Bette more than 475 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
it just
a lot. Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, I've been really lucky that audiences just love it. And so every time I do a show, I realize the power of theater and the power that audiences need to feel, especially in today's world. They need to feel something, and they love it, and they love Bette.
That's so well said. And I want to ask, is there like a moment, is there a line that really gets the audience going?
Well, usually when I tell the audience at the very end, I say, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. That's one of Bette's iconic moments in her like film history. So people always drop into it and they really enjoy that because they recognize it themselves.
Yeah, and Pompano on the 19th, Delray in late October. What's the must know for South Florida fans that are grabbing a seat?
Absolutely. Well, get your tickets now because I do sell out. So right now I have on the 19th, I'm doing John Knox Village in Pompano, and then I'm going to be coming back in a month to do Delray Beach, Florida, which they've already almost sold all the tickets. So buy a ticket now. Don't delay. It's an experience, and that's what people need these days. We need an experience, especially with Bette Davis.
Yes. Okay, we need to know the fashion tea. You know, I'm all about the look. So let's disclose. We are talking about Bette's scarf, gloves, earrings. How does putting those on just change your performance?
I mean, I was so lucky. I was gifted these items by the Catherine Cermak, who was Bette Davis's assistant the last 10 years of her life. And I went out to Los Angeles, and she gave me a pair of Bette's scarf, handkerchief, and gloves, and earrings to wear in the show.
Wow.
And she said Bette would have wanted to have these and wear them on stage. So when I put them on as an actress, I become Bette. When I go into her gloves and her scarf, and this feeling that, you know, every actress needs to know that you're doing something right. I always feel that Bette has chosen me for that moment.
Well, that's a validation almost.
Absolutely.
Like, wow, like you're giving this to me. Like I must really be doing a really great job. And also like carrying on her legacy in so many beautiful ways.
Yeah, it is legacy for me too, because I feel as though Bette had a legacy 100 years ago that didn't quite get played out. She would have been 115 this year, which is insane to me. But I feel that my play is definitely bringing her back to life.
Yeah, and so many beautiful memories for everybody who joins. From claws to blue bloods to surfing, what keeps you balanced when you're living in Bette's world? Well,
I love surfing. Surfing allows me as Jessica to be the actress and the writer and the creator and all the things I do in my creative world. Surfing allows me to just chill out, paddle out, sit in the sun, and then take my waves all the way back to, and I do it in New York City, which is amazing, but I surf in New York City. I do.
Where?
I know, Rockaway Beach, Queens, or Asbury Park.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness. 3 surfboards.
That is so cool. I don't think we get a whole lot of waves here. Maybe sometimes out in South Point.
I checked.
Yeah, I don't think this is the time of year. But you know, we're so happy that you're here and so much to look forward to for all the fans out there.
Thank you,
Jessica.